Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Elsu of Parental World Knowledge. I want to welcome you here, and I'm also the president of Artist Barbara Elsu Fine Art Studio. We are going to be doing watercolor painting again today, and I hope that everybody has their canvas material. It's much like the canvas that you see on the wall there with that painting in the background. It just doesn't have the and this is much just like the regular canvas that you do for acrylics and oil, and this is much better in absorbing the paint, and in addition it's whitewashed, so you don't have to, some papers that you buy for watercolor are not whitewashed. It means you got to paint the whole thing. That's so tedious. I don't do it. And this, if you buy in bulk, it's just as reasonable. I buy a lot at once. I go to Jerry's Artist Outlet. If you don't have one near you, you can buy online. All right. And another thing, get watercolor paints that are non-toxic. If you buy with, the toxic paint is going to be bad for children, to seniors. It's just not good. So it costs a little bit more, but make sure it says non-toxic. And then you need a white liquid, because they don't usually have it in the palettes. I don't know why they don't include it. I guess they want to make more money, the watercolor companies, and so you have to get the liquid white. In addition, get some good artist brushes. Get several sizes, so you can go for small areas, big areas. Have an artist sponge, so if you make a mistake, you can just put it down and then bring it back up to take something off, down and up, and that will resolve your problem. And in addition, you need colored pencils. So if you have colored pencils, that would be as close as you can to the colors that you're doing. And you don't have to do, I did roses, you don't have to do flowers. You can do anything you want to paint. And something that you want to do is going to come out better anyway. So, and just enjoy and don't worry about being perfect. All right, so just if you have a line drawing already, if not, just do the outline of whatever you're going to be drawing. Like you can see, I have my leaves, they're not filled in. It's just the outline. And that's what you do. And if you need a prop, if you don't have the imagination to just do, I can use my imagination and just draw anything, but if you need a prop, I would suggest that you take a prop, like if you're doing flowers, you can have silk flowers in a vase. Don't use fresh flowers because they die, and then as you're working on it, you're not going to capture the same positioning of the flowers. It'll be wilted and you won't be able to get that same image. So silk flower is not going to die on you, especially with the warm weather. And in addition, don't copy exactly, because if someone created these flowers, you don't want to have exactly as it looks. To be original is what you should always strive for. And same thing with the vase. Someone else created the vase. So, make it a little different. And if you had a live person or a live animal, that's different. You can do it exactly as you see it. But when it comes to something that was artistically designed by somebody else, you do need to change to be original. And this, if you want to enter in jury shows, I highly recommend. That's the only thing you'd be turned down from jury shows if you're not original. You have to be original. And I recommend it anyway, because it makes you feel good that you did something original yourself. All right, so let's begin. I was doing my leaves, and I'm going to go back to doing some more. And then you have to layer a few layers at least. For flowers, it's more than a few, definitely. But each object, you have to do a few layers. So Takes a while. You don't want a thin watercolor painting. You want it, to look rich and layered, and you don't want to see the pencil marks. That is the worst thing. If you had a showing and you have pencil marks all over your paper, that is not what I call a watercolor painting. It is really very poor in being an artist. I would not ever do that. I just took my wonderful puppy out. He was very good today. Not perfect, but it was pretty close to it today. It really was. I asked him to, he's about 3.5 months old. I asked him to fetch something, and he did it. I asked him to fetch his leash, and he brought it right to me. And he had to bring it all across the entire room, and he just did it right away after I told him. It's just wonderful. It's one smart puppy. He wants to go out to make. It's been very, very good. All day he went out, didn't make in the house. Look, it can happen, he's just a little puppy. And I can't get angry. He's very good. He wants to go out. He likes to stay clean. If you haven't heard already, he does all these tricks. Puts on his paw. He slaps me 5. He can roll over, get up on his hind legs there. Stands up for me and sits down. He learned all that within a few weeks. God bless him with me. This is the fastest I saw any puppy learn to do all that. And he plays peekaboo. I did a thing on YouTube where he played peekaboo. He went under my skirt. I didn't encourage him to do that. He just crawled under. Didn't bother me. Just was under my skirt, not jumping on me, but just went under. And then I said peekaboo, and he came out. I didn't even know how he knew to do that, but he did. And it is so cute. I didn't tell him to come out. He just came out after I said peekaboo. He knew. Amazing little dog. Excuse me, I'm just trying to get something off my screen. All right. Hope that wasn't blocking you from watching what I was doing. And just do gentle strokes, and like I said, just enjoy. You don't want it perfect. Nobody wants to see it to look like a photograph. You want it to look like a painting. Your food went off, Richie. puppy feels so good. Oh, he's resting on my feet. Did you eat, honey? Eat more food. I'm going to go bye-bye and finish up. Have you, Din? Okay. His name is Platinus, if you haven't watched the show earlier. I didn't name him. My son brought him home to me, and he's from the Dominican Republic. My son had a paid vacation from work, and it was only $640 for his vacation there. Everything, flight, hotel, meals, entertainment. Unbelievable. And this little puppy comes up to the table where he's eating his dinner the last night and just won his heart. He knew I wanted a puppy, but I wanted a trained one. This one was just an island dog, not trained whatsoever. Oh my gosh. But within a few weeks, he's that smart. He learned. They didn't even have shelter for these puppies. These poor little puppies and poor little dogs just running loose on the island and just begging for their food. Oh. We got them for free, but you still have to pay for taking the flight, of course, and putting it in a dog cage and getting shots. They gave some other things,